A new development in the case of the missing pregnant Marine wife.
Plus, starting next month, you'll want to rethink how you use water. You could face big fines for wasting our precious resource.
And Los Angeles welcomes its first Latino fire chief. He's expected to help the department overcome recent scandals.
KMIR Midday starts now.
Good day. It's Wednesday, July 16th. You're watching KMIR Midday. I'm Corbin Baker.
And I'm Thalia Hayden. Thanks for joining us. Let's get right to weather.
Greg Bennett has your lifestyle weather forecast. Greg.
All right, guys. Well, I got coming up in your lifestyle weather forecast.
Thank you, Greg. Now to a possible new development in the case of a missing Marine wife in 29 Palms. A man says he saw 19-year-old Erin Corwin get out of her car and get into another one driven by someone else. It's unclear if investigators have interviewed the possible witness or whether his story matches other details in the case. Corwin now has been missing for 3 weeks. Her Marine husband-wife reported her missing after she didn't return home. Her car was found in the 29 Palms area, but there have been no signs of Corwin, who is 2 months pregnant. And if you're in the Inland Empire for your morning commute, we have some good news for you. All lanes on Interstate 215 have reopened near Paris. A big rig accident closed the entire freeway yesterday morning for almost 12 hours. A tractor trailer carrying sand rolled over and slammed into a bridge being constructed over the freeway, and it partially collapsed. The CHP says northbound lanes have been opened within the hour, and southbound lanes were open just before 10:30 p.m. last night.
An investigation is underway into how a man drowned last night in Rancho Mirage has not been released.
An arrest has been made in a desert hot springs shooting. 18-year-old Eric Wayne Quinones was arrested yesterday on suspicion of attempted murder stemming from the July 9th shooting at a desert hot springs liquor store. One man was sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Quinones was booked into the Banning jail.
An Irvine woman is set to be arraigned today on $5,000 bail.
It's that time again. Cities across the Coachella Valley are challenging one another to find out who can donate the most blood. They're back at it this morning. It's part of a challenge with Desert Blood Services. All 9 cities in the valley are participating. Today's drive is in Rancho Mirage is at the Rancho Mirage City Council chambers. It runs today from noon until 6 p.m. And you don't need an appointment. You can just walk in and make a donation. Residents are encouraged to donate in their home city during this competition. For more information, you can call Desert Blood Services at 800-879-4484.
You know, Corbin, I've never donated blood, but I am from Palm Desert, so I may donate there to support my city.
Well, I've donated plenty of blood in the past, so I figure I've got enough to go around. Why not?
All right. Time right now, 12:26. Coming up next.
President Obama is catching some heat for his plans on how to handle the immigration crisis. We have the very latest.
Welcome back. Congress is getting ready for a showdown over the immigration crisis, and today the battle lines are growing sharper.
And they have to do it before the end of the month, before leaving on their summer break. Brian Moore has this story from Washington.
KMIR News, Washington.
Taxpayer dollars are helping to revitalize downtown Palm Springs, and some taxpayers want to know more about where that money is going. You may have noticed signs that say free parking provided by Measure J funding. Measure J was a voter-approved 1% tax hike passed in 2011. Bob writes, quote, "Does this mean that in addition to using taxpayer funds to construct the new commercial center, taxpayers are also paying rent to Mr. Westman for use of the parking lot?" Well, Bob, we investigate. KMIR's Angela Monroe has more.
I'm Angela Monroe, KMIR News.
If you visit the City of Palm Springs website, they have a page addressing Measure J projects. And remember, KMIR is committed to making the Coachella Valley a better place to live. If you have a problem or a story you'd like us to look into, email us at youask@kmir.com or call the newsroom. You ask, we investigate. Time now is 32 minutes after the hour. Still to come on KMIR Midday.
New Alzheimer's research has been conducted. Your Wellness Wednesday segment coming up.
You know, Thalia, we are right in the teeth of the summer. I mean, and it's only getting hotter.
Yeah, and you're new here, so what do you think?
I am. Well, as a veteran, I've been overseas before in the sweltering heat, so you think I'd be used to it. Not so much.
Not so much,
no,
huh?
Not really, no. It's only getting hotter, and Greg's going to tell us more about that heat. Time now for a check on your forecast.
All right, well, we've been...
Well, it is Wellness Wednesday, and this morning there's an important news to report on Alzheimer's disease.
That's right. New research has uncovered simple ways to detect early signs of the disease. Erica Edwards reports.
Licorice, pineapple. Erica Edwards, KMIR News.
The prevention study will be expanded to see how participants do after 7 years of follow-up. Time now is 37 minutes past the hour. Still to come on KMIR Midday.
A last look at your top news stories. Stay with us.
Here's a recap of your top stories this morning. A possible witness says he saw the missing wife of a Marine the day she went missing. The man says he saw 19-year-old Erin Corwin get out of her car, get into another car driven by someone else. It's unclear if investigators have interviewed this witness or whether his story matches other details in the case. Corwin has been missing now for 3 weeks. Her Marine husband reported her missing after she didn't return home. Her car was found in 29 Palms, but there have been no signs of Corwin, who is 2 months pregnant.
Traffic is back to normal. However, the truck was uninjured.
An investigation is underway into how a man drowned last night in Rancho Mirage. Cal Fire says it happened just after 6 p.m. on Glen Eagle Drive and Palmview Road. The man was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The victim's name has not been released.
And we'd like to remind you the news continues tonight at 5 and 6 o'clock with Gino and Elizabeth, so be sure to tune in for them.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Have a great day.